Let's start with a quick review of this web app. It will be hosted to Python anywhere. This system is created to track orders, so this user account will be able to create and modify existing orders. Let's say to create a new order. From here you can select the order was created. Here is the last one. Also you can change the user profile from here. You can manage how many rows you can see in the main table, this one. And also if you want to see or not the filters on the bottom and which columns you want to see, you can change that too. For example, let's remove these columns and go back. You can see less columns now. Okay, let's go back, return everything. Okay. There is a search field. From here you can search for something, let's say for word model, and you find two records with that word. And also there is a filters below the main table. From here you can filter to narrow the records you see on the screen, for example by a laptop. And what else? And there is and maybe Oracle by vendor. Okay, and the record is narrowed down to one only. Yeah. Let's log in now with by the way, from here you can clear all filters. And let's now log in with admin account to change some additional settings. The admin account have additionally admin panel. From here you can create or modify existing account. From add button you can create the user account. And if you type any email here, the email with login credential will be sent to the user. If email address field is left empty, this means that user will be created, but after that the admin should go to reset the user password and set some passwords from here and provide manually to the user, so the user will be able to log in, and after that the user will be able to change his temp password from here to something that he she likes. Okay, let's go back to the user. Also you can delete the user account from here and give access from these three checkboxes. Okay, we'll go later to this to explain. Okay. Also, there is possibility report for all existing orders to be sent to specified email address. For example, if somebody wants to receive all this all this information for these orders, this could be done from here, from admin panel reports. you add a new report recipient. There is only one report at the moment, uh, which will be uh, collecting all existing orders and will be sent to the specified here email address, and which day of the weeks the report want to be received. So you can select everything or some specific days of the week. And when this report recipient is added, the report will be sent for specified days. For now, I didn't want this to happen, so I'm going to delete this recipient. Okay. Also, last 5 records here: items, statuses, stores, suppliers, and vendors are the tables which the admin should populate and add the records that will be available for selecting by the users. For example, there is some test data which I already added here. You can add a new item from here, or delete or modify it is existing. So it's the same for statuses, for stores and suppliers and vendors. Okay, let's go back to statuses, as there is something more to tell there. Okay, in this table you need to define which status is designated to be the default for the new order. For example, new is set true for new order default, which means when the new order is created, the first status which will be assigned by default will be the default one, which the new. In this case, it's defined here. Is new is the true is the new order default. Other thing that needs to be mentioned here is that closed state. For example, last 3 statuses completed, out of stock, and rejected are set to be closed true. This means that these statuses are not going, the orders in these statuses are not going to be changed anymore. So in order to keep only active orders and in the database, the user have possibility to select how many days he is going to keep these orders that are in closed state. For example, from here settings, you can set this value. At the moment it's set 20 days, which means that order in closed state will be kept for 20 days, and on 21st day would be deleted, and the days are counted from the last modified date. So here is the column, and from this last modified date the count will start. Okay. You can change, of course, the how many days you want. You can, for example, you want 2 months, you can set at 60 days, and the closed orders will be kept 60 days. Okay, what else? This is all from admin panel, I believe. Okay, let's go to the profiles. Initially, we started with the user account. It was able to see only orders which are linked to store 5, which is defined from here. Uh, if you want to select specific users to be able to see only for designated and its store orders, specific store, you can do this from here. Okay, if you want this user to be able to see all stores but only orders that are assigned to that user, this could happen if you leave this field empty. For example, if you don't select any store, uh, it's like that. Now the user will be able to see only the orders that are assigned to the user. Let's log in again with the John user, and there is here the owner column. There is 5 records selected to John, so he is able to see these 5 records. Okay, he is able to change the store, compare it to the first profile where the store is mandatory set by the admin. Okay, and there is uh, third profile for this account where admin could set the user account to be able to see every order, and this will be done like like okay. From here the admin need to select this access operator, which means that now the John account will be able to see every order. Let's save that and log in again with John account, and you can see the John now see all 13 records, so he can manage every order in the database now, and of course he will be able to create for the order for any store and so on. Okay, from the profile the user will be able to see what access is granted to him or her. For now it's operator only granted. Okay, there is another functionality could be granted. For example, the user to be able to export all available data and all available orders. For example, here on the top right corner, if export rights are granted, will appear export button here on the top right. At the moment there is no any button. Let's go and grant that permissions. Here is, if you select allow export, the export button will appear. Let's save that and go into login again, and here is the export button appeared. So now the user will be able to export all available data, or if the data is narrowed down, will be export only the data shown on the screen. For example, let's set some filter. Let's say only games we want. There are 5 records for games. And now when you click export buttons, the XLSX file will be generated. You can open that file, and from here you can print this data if you need, or even you can use to backup this data for some reasons or so, or if you are not able to narrow down enough the data from the app itself, you can do here as you add additionally filters from here, here, and let me repeat. Okay, and for example, you can you can only select for John. Actually, there is only one icon better for admin. And now we can filter, for example, only store 4. And here is, and you can print this data or so. Okay, let's go back to the admin account. And the last checkbox admin means that you can make this account to be admin account. Let's save this data and let's go login again. And now the John is admin account. He is able to see the admin panel and change anything that admin account is able to change. And let's go back to the admin account and remove the admin rights to John's account. Okay. Also this site is mobile, so you can open on any phone or tablet. Let's simulate from here a phone screen. Here is the resolution simulation iPhone XR, and here is how it's looking. You need to scroll some screens from here or here. You can add the new orders. Okay, it's everything the same. Okay, and the profile. And for the admin settings, it's also the same. Okay, this is all. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.